both of you very well, and to consider you great friends. And I know that will continue. I'm sorry that we won't be sitting together in these meetings, but I'm confident that whoever the commissioners are going forward will make sure that Mayor Tish Colombi is an integral part of what happens in Haddonfield for many years.
Thank you.
Mayor, if I can ask if I may also just take a few moments to echo and second everything that Ed just said. We're not going to cry, we're not going to have tissues. He promised me. For 28 years, Tish Colombi has been involved in borough government, and that is an amazing accomplishment. I can't myself imagine having that type of patience and that type of longevity to deal with not only all the good things that we have in this town, but as Ed mentioned, the times that are challenging as well. And I know that since I moved here with my wife Terry 12 or 13 years ago, and now that we have 5 boys, they look up to you. Many children and many adults, all adults, look up to you as a role model, as someone that's performed your duties with a lot of poise and a lot of grace. And we know you love this town, and for 28 years you've been a huge part of making this town better. And I thank you for that, and I know the residents thank you for that. For many years, I'm sure there's decisions that people may have agreed with or disagreed with you, but in the end, you always did what you felt was best for the town. And you have very big shoes to fill. This is your last meeting sitting up here. In 2 weeks, there'll be a new Board of Commissioners up here. I know that they'll wish you well, but in advance of that, I would like to thank you and wish you well. And I know all the residents here and throughout town do as well. So thank you.
I usually don't speak about.
Pull up the mic.
I usually don't speak about anything unless it has to do with legal matters, but I'm going to make an exception. I've worked with Tish for 28 years, and I'm going to miss her. I have mixed feelings. I wish she was going to be here, but I know she's going to have more time for her first love and her family. And I thank her for everything she has done, and it was an honor being with her.
Well, that was certainly unexpected, and I appreciate those remarks. I think you give me way too much credit because I work with 2 other people and a staff that is incredible. My greatest joy are the children that are in this room. I have a granddaughter who is a senior in high school this year, and those children have watched me over the years. And there's nothing like walking downtown Haddonfield and having these children come up and give me a hug and say, "Hey, Mayor Tish, I remember seeing you at Borough Hall." We live in a truly remarkable community. It's a community. And it's a community because many of you in the audience, I know, participate in things that happen in this town every single day. And I have said, as I have gone around and told all the groups that work in town, I made a pledge when I decided to retire that I would visit every group and organization in town, every committee, every board that works in some way to make our lives better, and thank them personally for their involvement, because this town could not exist without citizen involvement and participation. It's what makes it work every day and what makes it special. We have lost a great citizen recently, Bob Twitchell, who at 90 years old was raised in this town and always reminded me of a typical Haddonfield historic figure, because I never heard a bad word come out of his mouth about anything. And I just want to take a moment to thank all of you. I see many of you in the audience. I've worked with Jack Tortity for many of those 28 years. Nobody does it for any other reason than to make our town better. I know that. We've all experienced that. So thank you. I spent many hours, but so have you. And it's why people move here. It's why we have a great school system. The credit can be spread across 11,000 residents. So thank you for your kind remarks. Appreciate it. That does conclude our meeting. I'm so happy to see this blackboard up here, because for all the elections except for the past couple, we always did